What's good, everybody? It's the GOAT, Aaron Brown. And before this video start, be sure to follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below in the description. Also, become a member of my channel. It's linked down below as well. Let's jump straight into it. So in this video, we'll be talking about the phenom who's been super marketed within the last few weeks from being the youngest male on Team USA this year, the high schooler, ranked top 10 in the world in the 400 meters with a 44:20 personal best that he just ran about 2 weeks ago, Quincy Wilson. And there was an announcement put out this morning by his mom on her Instagram account that read, "Bonjour." Although it says differently on the official Olympic website, the coach, which is Coach Mike Marsh, notified Quincy that he will not be running in the mixed 4x4 relay. Thanks for all the support. Now, I have a big problem with this, and I know you guys are going to find fault with this as well, because we knew Quincy was going to run at the Olympics, and everybody was speculating, he'll probably just run the mixed 4x4, and then depending on how he do on the mixed 4x4 will determine if he gets to run like the regular 4x4. So we all thought. But with them coming out with this, goes to show that that's not the plan that they were obviously had in mind. Well, that is the plan that they had in mind, because he was listed to run the mixed 4x4 until today, and the race is tomorrow. So like last minute, in my opinion, what happened was everybody had Quincy running the mixed 4x4, including Coach Mike Marsh. But we know he has a history of not standing on business and getting hold and get strong-armed. So I have a strong feeling that he was strong-armed by one of these other coaches into letting one of their athletes run instead of letting Quincy Wilson run. And then he knew it would probably be no crazy pushback behind that decision, so he went ahead and did it. Similar to what they did to Brian Faust indoor when he won the USA meet. He won a USA championship indoor in the 400. And somehow got to world indoors and didn't get to run a single round of the open 4x4 and was replaced by shit like Noah Lyles and Trevor Bassett, people he had ran faster than. I mean, he had won the whole United States championship, but didn't get to run a single round on the 4x4. But since other coaches suggested that their athletes ran, somebody had to come off, and the person who would cause the least amount of pushback was the United States champion. Very passive guy, wasn't going to really put up much of a fight. So they snatched his ass off the relay, and he ended up not getting the run, and you really didn't hear nothing about it. It's kind of swept under the rug. He didn't do anything about it, really didn't say anything about it, didn't stand on business behind that decision that was made. But I feel like a kid like Quincy Wilson, he's getting too much media attention for this to be the case. Like, he has to run something. If he's not running the prelim, he has to run the final, or he has to run a regular 4x4. Like, there's no way around it. All I'm going to say is, Mike Marsh, you as the coach, be the damn coach. Stop letting people strong-arm you into decisions that you initially don't agree with. Because if you didn't agree with Quincy Wilson not running the relay, you wouldn't have put his name down from the beginning. You wouldn't have chosen him from the relay pool. When the entries were due for the mixed 4x4, you wouldn't have entered his name. Clearly somebody jacked you up by your collar and said, put my athlete on a relay or else, and you went. See, certain people just ain't going. Like Michelle Freeman, she's the women's coach. If she was in this position, whatever she says is going to go, and she gonna stand on her decisions. But it seems like all too often, people are grabbing you by your collar, snatching you up, and you just going. Stand on the decisions that you initially make. And I was also thinking, well, maybe the only reason I could see Quincy not running is if he's gotten hurt. But his coach said that he didn't get hurt or anything. Because I was like, yeah, I believe he definitely has to be hurt, because there is no way that he wouldn't be running. His coach said, nah, he's not hurt. So it's clearly another example of Mike Marsh getting strong-armed and snatched up by his collar when it comes to these decisions that he's initially making. If you can't make decisions and stand on them as a coach, you probably need to step down from the position, because you will never be taken serious. And I've seen interviews with this guy. It's Mike Marsh, the head relay coach for the men's for the United States. Very cool, calm, passive guy. But he just does not seem like the type of person that's assertive enough to be a head coach, to be a relay coach with different athletes and different camps involved. It's like he could make a decision, somebody could come up to him and tell him something, and his decision instantly changes. He's not the type of guy that really stand on a whole lot of business when it comes to his decision making. And I feel like this is very, very, very embarrassing for the United States. It's embarrassing for him, and it's embarrassing for everybody involved. Now, I could see if Quincy Wilson was running 48 seconds and it'd be like, well, maybe he won't be able to. But this man ran 44:20. He's top 10 in the world. And if he didn't deserve to be there, y'all wouldn't have took him. He made the team. He's in the relay pool. And he was listed to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to assume that he's running the 4x4. Prelims or finals or both. That's just my assumption. But in the case that he's not, it might be a problem. It just might be. I don't know what kind of pushback they're going to cause, but I would just hope his coach and his camp really cause some pushback if he's not able to run. Because coming all the way down there to Paris, granted he got the experience that a lot of people don't get to experience by just being there. But nobody is satisfied or happy with just being there when you're good enough. And he's proved time and time again that he's good enough. So all I'm going to say is, Mike Marsh, start standing on business and stop letting these niggas snatch you up by your collar and hoeing you when it comes to decision making. Make your decisions and stand on that. If somebody got a problem with your decisions that you make, oh well. They don't got your job and your position for a reason. But that's just my 2 cents on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Should Quincy Wilson at least be running the mixed 4x4 or what? What do y'all think? And be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and give me your thoughts down below.